Hello. Good evening, everyone. I can see some students present out here. Can I get some quick feedback from all of you? Good evening. The very first thing, this is Kapil Dev Sharma, and we are starting a session related to the error detection section in the banking examinations. And it's quite interesting when you're supposed to follow them. You find it difficult because many of the students have said to me that they find it difficult to go for the error detection section in any examination. Grammar is not a difficult task. It's kind of good to you. It's not difficult when what it seems. I can see Nikin here. Hello, dear. Good evening. Very good evening, dear. Okay, what about the rest? I can see there are some students. Can I get a quick feedback from all of you? Hello. This is Kapil Dev Sharma. Welcome at Unacademy, precisely for banking stream. A lot of others have joined me. Just quickly waiting for your response. Just drop a comment from your side. Debojani Tab is here. Hello, good evening, dear, from my side. Carry on. Okay, I am. The time is going to go. It's about to be 6 o'clock. The session is supposed to start at 6. I came just 1 minute before that. Okay, I was saying the same, that when it comes to error detection in an examination, precisely in banking examination, I know it is not as easy as it may seem. When it comes to SSC examinations, it's quite easy because you have those formula-based questions in which you have to follow some norms like despite is not followed by of, until is already negative, you're not supposed to put not after that, entered is not followed by any preposition kind of statements. But when it comes to banking, the error detection level is at par level. It's supreme. So, hey, I can see many more here. Chotu Badoria, good evening. Pandeji, hello. Namaskar, sweetie. Namaskar from my side. Shubham, good evening, dear. Ritu, Radhe Radhe. Very good evening from my side to you. Now, I was saying the same, that we have to follow some techniques, some tactics when it comes to banking examinations because the level of error detection is also high. And also, the sentences are of minimum 3 to 4 lines in which you get confused that what is going to be the error in the statement. But I honestly say that error detection is not a difficult task. But yeah, when it comes to RC, that is of a different level, of a difficult level, it does take time consuming. The only easiest part when it comes to banking examinations is error detection because it is not time consuming. A parajumble may consume your time. And RCs definitely take you time, but yeah, error detection is just only one fraction or a couple of statements written out there, and you have to follow them individually. If they do something, you can check that pretty easily, just saving your time, and you can get the time into the other sections like RC, parajumbles, and close test as well. Close test is not going to be just only one statement. You have to consider all the statements given to you, and you have to follow the theme, the chronology, the message. It is going to be positive, it is going to be negative. You have to carry on that. But in a statement, it is independent. You have to just look at the statement, find the error, and go ahead. Another term from my side. It is Neha. Hello, dear. Vinod is here. Hello, dear. Pandiji, good evening. How can you find out the error? I always stuck on them. Tanveer, the very first thing I would love to say to you that, yep, I am an educator. I'm teaching here at Unacademy. But yeah, I've heard many people, many teachers, I should say, saying that you should not focus on grammar. I have heard many teachers saying you should not focus on grammar. And I personally, that's my personal perception and my experience, that is incorrect. You can't go away with grammar. You have to follow grammar, but yeah, not to that par level. But you must be considering what is noun there, what is the subject of the statement, what is an adjective, what is a pronoun. You have to consider these words. So I request you, Tanveer, just to follow a bit of grammar, not in deep level, but yeah, without looking at grammar, you're not able to, go for error detection. You can comprehend a passage. You can go for the close test. You go on fillers. So I personally think that that's my last message before I start this session, that yeah, grammar is as important as vocabulary. I repeat, grammar is as important as vocabulary. Sometimes it happens with me and with my regular courses that I'm running at Unacademy. Many of the fill-ups, many of the close tests, the word you have to put there, I and many others identify that it is a noun required here. You can't put an adjective here. यहाँ पर noun चाहिए, आप adjective नहीं रख सकते हैं. Good evening. What about reading newspaper? Nikin, that's fantastic to read newspaper, but you must go for the parsing of the newspaper as well. What does parsing mean? You can watch my videos at the official channel of Unacademy. You can follow me there at Unacademy if you are a subscriber. Just watch my courses. I'll be definitely mentioning you. If you're not, you can... okay. Good evening, Divya. Ria, good evening. Shira, good evening, dear. I was saying the same. Follow a newspaper, but just not only for grammar, not only for vocabulary, but considering all the things into consideration at one time. You have to follow, Radhe Radhe, good evening, dear. You have to follow all the patterns all together. Do not omit grammar when it comes to your examinations, because it's an important part. I was saying the same. You can pick a word there just because of looking at it is a noun. It is not supposed to be there. I need an adjective and so on. So I must be aware, where do we need to put violent? Where do we need to put violence? I hope you understand. Where do we need to put violent and where do we need to put violence? One of them is an adjective, one is a noun version. Where do I need to put silence and where do I need to put silent? Because the meaning of these words is quite the same, but yeah, you have to follow grammar to differentiate them grammatically. When it comes to prepositions, they are followed by objects. So just starting the slide, I'm going ahead. Should I? Everyone asking you, should I go ahead? And we must have Tanesh. Hello, dear. Welcome. Good evening from my side. And to everyone present out here, I can see there are some students. But yeah, follow. Shubham is here. Shubham, good evening. Warm welcome from my side. Let's go ahead for the section. Excuse me because I'm having cold and cough, so my voice is a bit, not proper, but excuse me for that. I think it must be audible and clearly, comfortable to you. Okay, so thank you. Let's go for the very first slide. The 4 patterns I must mention you here and everywhere. I call them that the base of English goes with these 4 terms. I'm writing for everyone here. I think many of you must be watching me for the very first time, but yeah, I must mention a term here saying that verbs are followed by objects, prepositions are followed by objects, subject, object in a statement can only be noun or a pronoun, and modal verbs are followed by the fresh form of the verb. I repeat, to everyone present out here, Satish, hello dear, hello, Chodu, hello. Followed by objects, subject and object to a sentence can only be noun or a pronoun, and modal verbs are always followed by V1. Shubham, thank you and warm welcome from my side. Vishakha, hello dear. Very first class with you. Okay, you must be at Unacademy, I think so. And are you a paid one? Have you paid for that or you're just watching the free courses? If you have paid there, you can join my regular class there at Unacademy at the Plus platform. If you have not, you can watch the special classes of mine and they'll be mentioning you some of the important and precise terms when it comes to examination. I've been taking there for close test, I've been taking classes for parasamples, I've been taking classes for error detection as well as for the many streams available in examinations. So I welcome you there, Shubham. And yeah, before going, I would love to ask you what can be the, what was your feedback? How did you find it comfortable or not? Chirag is saying there. Then we have Shubham who is saying B fraction is going to be incorrect. Okay. Neha is saying, good evening. Oh, good evening, yeah. Praying. Chirag is saying C. Now, come on. I cannot see many people present out right now because I had made slides. Ankita is saying B. Nikin is saying B. Okay, you all are correct. Just a warm-up slide from my side. I repeat, just a warm-up slide from my side. I must say just one statement before I go ahead precisely. That since this is a class for precisely for banking examinations, so I'm not going to put those formula based questions that everyone is aware of. I repeat, since it is a class for banking examinations, so I'm not going to put those formula based questions for students that all of them or all of these are comfortable. I'm not going to put such questions here, but every question is going to be dramatic. This is the only one which is pretty easy. I repeat, this is the only one which is going to be pretty easy. After this is the warm-up, the trial ball for all of you. You are going to go play the match after this statement. Now, to everyone who is saying C, B, B, B is Ritu. Yep, that's the correction required. Priyanka is here. Arjun is saying in place of is, you must say R. Okay, I repeat, this is the warm-up session. This slide is the warm-up slide. You have to go ahead with interesting terms coming after this. Anurag is saying exactly the same. Anurag, thank you. So farmers is the main subject here. Who said to me that he finds difficulty in having Tanveer. Tanveer, are you here? Atika, good evening, dear. Very good evening. Tanveer, just look at these terms into consideration and it will be pretty easy for you to go for grammar. If you do not know the meaning of a word, it is said to be vocabulary. But yeah, if you know the meaning of the word and the phrasing of the sentences, you're going to find the error pretty easily and pretty quickly. So farmers is the main subject here because it is the noun version. Subject and objects are honestly to be noun or pronoun. Like is said to be a preposition in English, and prepositions are followed by objects. So this is going to be the object of the preposition. I repeat, farmers is the subject of the statement because it is not followed by any other term so that it can be the object. But here, like is a verb. If it is a verb, it is followed by objects. If it is a preposition, it is followed by objects. And so this Baburao Tadis is the object of either the verb or the preposition like. From is again the preposition. This Vadra district is again the object of the preposition. In is again a preposition. Maharashtra is going to be the object of the preposition. Now I have the main verb coming after this, is. And I think for the term farmers, is this comfortable to everyone? I repeat, this is incomes or income. Since you are talking about the income of different farmers, Ria, since you are talking about the income of many farmers, that's why you have to say their incomes. You have possessive adjective out there, their, not just only the income of only one term. I think it must be comfortable to you. If it is not, drop me a comment. I think it must be okay to everyone. The farmers, like anyone from this district, the objects of the preposition. In Maharashtra, in MP, in Gurgaon, whatever you say, is. So those farmers not is going to pray, they are going to pray. So the correction must be are. So whenever you have like, you are supposed to follow the first term because like is a preposition in English. It is followed by objects and the main verb is going to be agree to what the subject is. Is that fine? I think I must go ahead with some distinct and honestly pretty amazing sentences that I've collected so far. Okay. If anyone having any doubt, he or she can drop me a comment out here. I'm watching your comments, but income is singular. Ria, it's okay. Color is uncountable in English, but when you see 7 colors in the rainbow, you are going to say that colors. When you say practice, it's uncountable. You remember the last class of us? The practice is a term that is uncountable. Exactly different sources of income for different people. For different people, Ria. We are talking about different people. The subject is farmers and you're going to put farmers, their incomes. So the incomes of the farmers, it is not going to be only for one person. Anyone having any doubt can drop me a comment. I'm watching your comments right now. Okay, now go for this one. Everyone, you are definitely going to learn a lot in these 30 to 40 minutes. I repeat, my terms are here. Verbs are followed by objects. Prepositions are followed by objects. The subject and the object in a statement is going to be either a noun or a pronoun, and modal verbs are always followed by the fresh form V1. Okay, go ahead. Shubham, thank you, dear. Vinod, incomes is right on that place. Vinod, it is absolutely right because you are talking about the income of different farmers. So their incomes. You are talking about the income of different farmers. So that's why you are going to say their incomes of different farmers out there. Okay, now to this one. Lower purchases by India, the world's second big consumer, after China could limit a rally in global prices that hit a 6-year high earlier this week. Sweetie, great. Great from your side. Great example. Great answer from your side. Exactly. Thank you very much for this. But yeah, to everyone present out here, take your time, go ahead. Take your time, go ahead. Kriti, absolutely. Good to see you here. Superlative degree. It's good. It's good. Vishaka is saying B. Okay, we are supposed to say B as well as the answer from your side. I repeat, we are supposed to say hits in place of hit. Where's that? No. Arjun. Biggest is fine. Exactly. Biggest is fine. Everyone. Great. Great to see answers from all of you. Great to see answers from all of you. I can watch that right now. But yeah, Arjun, prices hit 6-year high. That rally is not going to go 6-year high. Arjun talking to you. Prices are going to hit a 6-year high, not that rally is going to hit a 6-year high. Am I audible? Arjun, I think it must be clear to you. Abhishek, hello dear. Adarsh, Vinod, Riya, Shubham, Rahul, Vinod, and everyone. Thanks for the answers. Thanks a lot for the answers. Dhirendra, great to listen to you. Good. So we have some different examples coming after this. Lowest purchases by India, the world's largest economy, you are supposed to say. World's largest economy. I think we all know that when we compare things, we get just for only 1% positive degree for only 1, comparative degree for 2, and yeah, we have that superlative degree for more than 2. I repeat, we have superlative when we talk about more than 2. And since you are talking about the whole world, you have many countries out there in the whole world. So you must say one of the biggest consumers of the world. I repeat, one of the biggest consumers after China. So lower, as you all have answered, I think it's prices. हाँ तो hit सही है. हाँ जी, धीरेन्द्र, absolutely, बिल्कुल सही है उसके लिए. Abhishek, you are beginner. You are warm welcome from my side. You can watch my courses at Unacademy. And those who are willing to get subscription can apply my promo code that is written at the bottom of the screen. That is kapilsir, and he or she will be getting a minimum discount of 10% out there. Unacademy, one of the largest, cheapest platforms for education in India. I repeat, if you are a beginner, you are supposed to watch some basics videos. Follow my profile, the very first thing at Unacademy. Follow me at Unacademy, and you can watch those courses, and they'll be pretty helpful as a beginner to you. Perfectionist, you have some knowledge. You are also a beginner. Shubham, welcome dear. The very first thing, welcome. Watch my courses at Unacademy, and they are pretty honest. You can find courses for SVA, for finite, non-finite, verbs out there, and they'll be helping you section to section. I've not jumbled everything here because this is only a class for 1 hour, but yeah, as I'm running courses out there, I'm having just one course for one topic. So you'll be taking one topic into consideration one at a time. So they'll be definitely helpful for you. Vinod, thank you. Vinod, where you belong to? Because I think you are the person who belong to my native city, or you are not. Vinod, would love to ask you, where do you belong to? I will do everything except RC in English. Dhirendra, it's okay. RCs are time consuming. Sometimes it's okay to drop them because we can focus on the rest of the things in English. In banking, we can follow the rest of the things. We can go for paratumbles. They are sometimes tricky, sometimes difficult. We can go for error detection. We can go for fill-ups. We can also go for close test, because at least by reading 4 to 5 lines, I'll be able to fill 2 to 3 fill-ups out there. But yeah, without looking at the complete RC, we're not able to answer even a one statement out there. धीरेन्द्र, RC नहीं हो पाया मुझसे, बहुत टाइम लगता है. धीरेन्द्र, कोई बात नहीं, कोई क्लास आरसी की भी रखते हैं, उसमें आरसीज को डिस्कस करेंगे, एंड आई वुड बी एबल टू मार्क यू सम ऑफ द टर्म्स दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल टू यू फॉर आरसीज. बट थैंक यू, आपके टर्म्स बहुत अच्छे हैं. नॉट एवरीवन इज परफेक्ट इन एवरीथिंग इन इंग्लिश, सो यू हैव टू डिसाइड. यस, यू आर द विनोद शर्मा दैट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. ओके धीरेन्द्र, everyone is supposed to start the section which he or she feel comfortable in. Either you are going to go for error first, you can go for fill-ups first, you can go for double filler first, you can go for matchings first, you can go for paratumbles if you are good at that. You can also go for close test first. No need to go for RC first if you're not comfortable in that. And just by dropping, you're a fabulous student. Okay, thank you, thank you. So we are going ahead. Anyone having any objection can drop his or her comments here. Lowest purchases by India, the world's largest, biggest consumer after China, could limit whatever is written out there. So the fraction is going to be B, and that's the answer we are putting here. Okay, I'm going ahead. Any doubt from any one of you is welcome. Next, the parts of northern France were also put in drought alert with water supplies to businesses, farmers, and ordinary residents, which were restricted. Shubham, know what happened? No problem. If we are Aditi, good evening, dear. Very good evening from my side. Shubham, what happened? Why are you saying no? Shubham asking you, dear. Why are you saying no? What happened? Parts of northern France were also put in drought alert with water supplies to businesses, farmers, and ordinary residents restricted. Good evening, Aditi. Arjun, what about this? Anurag is saying B. Great, Anurag. Can I have the quick answer, please, from your side? Anurag, can I get the precise answer from your side? You have always been fantastic. Anurag, I remember your name as well as your icon or the DP. But you have always been fantastic. But can I get the precise answer? What's required to make correction in the B statement or the fraction? Anyone? Parts of northern France were also put in drought alert with water supplies to businesses. With odd lag raha hai. Okay. Dhirendra is saying something. Shubham, nothing happens. Okay. आई नो शुभम, एक चीज़ ज़रूर कहूँगा, बिकॉज ये थोड़ी सी बेसिक क्लास नहीं है, बहुत अच्छा कंटेंट रखा है मैंने, तो माइट बी जो अच्छे भी हैं इंग्लिश में उनको भी शायद इतना इजीली समझ नहीं आएगा कि भी यहाँ क्या करेक्शन है, बिकॉज वो बेसिक्स बहुत लोग पढ़ा लेते हैं। चूंकि ये स्पेशल क्लास है इसलिए थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा कंटेंट रखा है, बट यू कैन वॉच माई वीडियोज, आई हैव सेड टू यू, यू कैन वॉच माई वीडियोज एट अनअकैडमी, दे विल बी हेल्पफुल टू यू सिंस द बिगिनिंग। शुरुआत से आपको बहुत कुछ कंटेंट मिल जाएगा वहां पर, सो प्लीज वॉच देयर, आई थिंक दे विल बी बेनिफिशियल टू यू। Everyone is saying something. Chirag is saying supplied where? No, water supplied to businesses. No, you're not. It's okay. Water supply. Chirag, both of the ways are correct. The water which was supplied, and we can also say water supplies to businesses. Both ways are correct. Depends upon the perception of a person. Now, Saurav is saying put in. Is there something wrong with Saurav? That put in. Shubham is saying be. Okay, Shubham. It's good. Anurag, put must be followed by preposition. Okay, so in is there. Anurag, in is there. It must be a preposition. It is. Vinod Sharma is saying business. No, Vinod, there are a lot of people. So just because of the whole of the area, the northern France, so there got to be many businesses out there. That's why you're saying businesses. Otherwise, business is said to be singular for only one person. But yeah, for the whole of the country, you are supposed to say businesses out there. It's okay to say businesses there. Put has a preposition, Anurag, what's wrong with that? Okay, it's fine to say that. Ritu, I think drought, what is wrong with that? I am confused, Arjun, in this one, no problem. Adarsh is here, alert, not comma. We can have a defining or a non-defining clause saying to you, Adarsh, if this is a defining clause, we are supposed to put no comma out there. If it is a non-defining clause, we are supposed to put a comma out there. So it differs upon the perception of the person who has written so. It's okay to go with comma because we can drop the sentence here. We can also enhance the sentence by writing with water supplies and all. So it's okay there, to be honest. Okay, drafts. No, Shubham. Okay, thank you. Maybe drought. It's okay. Put on. Okay, Chakradhar has saying something that he has been saying that put on. What is the meaning of put on? I think put on is to put on clothes. Put on means to put on clothes. What is needed to say put on here? Quickly. Residents were restricted. Yeah, the residents who were restricted. Navya saying to you, because you can put directly an adjective. The residents who were restricted. I think it must be comfortable to you writing this statement here. The roads blocked due to rain. We can directly put there. The roads blocked due to rain. We can directly put an adjective there, and it means the roads which were blocked. I repeat, the roads which were. We can drop this, we can omit this. Similarly, it is residents who were restricted. So it's okay to drop this, who were restricted. Navya, it's okay. Replace with what? Vishnu not understanding, it's a difficult one. Exactly, Vishnu, no problem. It's a difficult one, no problem with that. Repeat once again, please, Vishnu. Nikhil is saying, sir, which topics are very important to score 20% in English? Which topics are mark scoring in English? Please tell me so that I can focus on those topics. The very first one is SVA, Nikhil. The very first one is SVA. That case, no error, no problem. Answer, I'm going to put you, put drop. Please repeat again. Yep, I'm giving you the answer. With नहीं आएगा. Priyanka, what's wrong with? क्या गलती है उसमें? क्या correction करना चाहिए from your side? Nitin, I'm saying to you that you have to follow the very first topic that will be covering 50% of your weightage, that is SVA. Nitin, SVA, that is subject and verb agreement. Subject and verb agreement. You will be covering the rest, half the fraction of English in SVA. I repeat, subject verb agreement is the best one. First of all, go for that. Afterwards, you can go for connectors as conjunctions, prepositions, as well as some of the distinct topics like adjectives and adverbs in English. I repeat, and go for pronouns as well. But the very first thing you have to learn in English is SVA. Go for that first. I think that will be beneficial to you a lot. Now to everyone, let me ask you something. When something is, you are going to put a preposition here. I'm going to say alert. This is the object. What are you willing to put here? When something is what? In alert, on alert, at alert, what do you say? Off alert, what are you going to put? It's okay, Chotu, but yeah, what are we going to say? On alert, the area was in alert, on alert or at alert? Thank you, Nikin. Just asking all of you, the area was on alert, in alert or at alert? Ritu is saying in alert. No, my dear. Dhirendra is here to say on alert. Fine. Now what about the rest? What are we supposed to say? The area was on alert. Rahul, fine. Vishwakarma. Ritu, no, it doesn't mean so. So it doesn't. Chirag is saying, Dhirendra is saying, exactly. So just because the fraction needed to be corrected, he is in alert. This is the fraction that you need to consider. Rest of the equation is fine. Rest of the sentence is fine. Parts of northern France were, because you are putting were for parts. Also put in alert, you are not going to say. You are supposed to say they were put on alert. They were put on alert with water supplies to businesses, farmers and ordinary residents were restricted. It's okay. The very first thing you have to look at, in alert is not a correct phrase to say. You are going to say on alert. Na, Priyanka, at alert. It's okay, but sometimes you have to look at this one too. Put something on alert. I repeat, put something on alert. The fraction you need to put into consideration. Put something on alert. Okay. Saksham is here. Welcome. That's the correct version, Ritu. That's how we say put something on alert. Put on alert you have to say. That's the correct version you have to say there. With is what? Okay, I have to explain with. Parts of northern France were also put on alert with water supplies to businesses. I mean to say you are saying that with this term up to that term. I repeat, those who are having objections in with, just listen to me. The very first thing, Shubham and everyone who are not able to get this, that's the correct version to say put on alert. It's okay to say put on alert, everyone. The phrase needed to make this correct is put on alert, please. You have to follow some phrases as well, how they are going to be written in a statement. You put something on alert. Okay, are you familiar with this? Put something on fire. Putting something on fire. I think this must be okay to you. Put something on fire. Okay to say, the correct version of the phrase is put something on alert. You have to remember this. I'm extremely sorry for that if you were not aware of this. Is that okay to say on fire? On alert, we do say that set on fire. We do say that we have to set something on fire. Objections are welcome. I'm going ahead. On alert. Rahul is great. Rahul, very great example from your side. Police are on alert. Alert is noun here. Sweetie, the object of the preposition. No, they are not related, but they are written in the same fashion. Put on alert. Ritu, they are not related, but they are written in the same formulation. We use different prepositions for different words. But yeah, one preposition can be used for two or more words. They follow the same preposition. I'm saying the same. Now you can drop your words here. I'm going ahead with the next example. While the tooth fairy continues to lag ahead tech developments, there are already piggy banks, apps, ones for pocket money with contactless cards, and schools use cashless payment systems for lunches and trips. Yeah, Priyanka, you can do that. You can also do the same. Priyanka, you can say from water supplies to businesses. Priyanka, will that be okay to you? From water supplies to businesses. I think it will be okay to you. From water supplies to businesses. I think it must be okay to you. Come on, sweetie. Are you not comfortable that the Kapil Sharma show? Saksham is great. Saksham, great answer from your side. Great answer from your side. I repeat, asking sweetie, aren't you comfortable with the Kapil Sharma show in which a noun can be behaved as an adjective? A noun can behave as an adjective. I think you must be comfortable by this line. A noun can behave as an adjective. Fire alarm. You're not going to make something like fierly alarm or fired alarm. Fire itself is a noun. But when you say fire alarm, lag behind. Great. Chakradhar, very good. Very good answer from your side. Good and impressive from your side. Lag ahead, but drought are noun. Okay. Let me ask you something about tooth fairy. What is the meaning of tooth fairy? It's an interesting story. I'm going to quickly finish it in just 10 seconds. What about this? What about tooth fairy? It's Shubham, you are correct. Chakradhar, you are correct. Leg behind is correct. Anurag, exactly. Cards के बाद comma and दोनों आ सकते हैं. Pratik, where you have cards. Yes, it's okay. Pratik, we have some defining clause. We have some non-defining clause. When you're writing a defining clause, I would love to explain you later in my classroom because we don't have that much amount of time here. When you have defining clause, you say comma is required there. Not required, I'm sorry. When you have non-defining clauses, comma is not required there. I will explain you in my regular class there. It should be development. Narayan is saying, no, when you're saying technology, Narayan, you are going to say, but when you have tech, that means to say technology. So we have developments in many areas. It is going to explain you developments in many areas you're supposed to say. Okay, tooth fairy is a story. It is supposed to be followed in Western culture that whenever a person loses his teeth, a child loses his teeth, he or she is supposed to put it just beneath his pillow, and at night some sort of fairy is going to come and she's going to pick that teeth and going to put coin, money, bucks out there in place of that tooth, you have to say. That's a story believed out there. So it is used today as an economy. Who is going to give you money? That tooth fairy that comes and give you money instantly without taking something. So that was sarcastic of them while taking leg behind and listen. So it is not supposed to take an object coming after this. Either say ahead of. I think it must be okay. Ahead of you can say, so that with the help of this preposition you can have an object. But yeah, if you have no preposition, we are going to say lag behind, or correct contextually as well as grammatically. I repeat, ahead is not a preposition in English. It is not supposed to take nouns after this, the objects coming after that. Either say ahead of, but yeah, we say lag behind. We do not say lag ahead. Okay, story is interesting. Okay. Be unable to keep up. Yep. So going ahead with the next one. We hypothesize that the trustworthiness of the original source might be an element that contributed to the accuracy of people's judgment about online images. Quickly. Going ahead. Divya, A continued. No, Divya, was my answer fine? Since we have lack of time here, that's why I was going ahead. Come on, quick. What about this one? We hypothesized that the trustworthiness of the original source might be an element that contributed to the accuracy of people's judgment about online images. Come on, quick. Story definitely was interesting. What about the correction in this? किस टॉपिक से एरर ज़्यादा आते हैं? Saurav, best one is SVA. Best one is SVA, subject and verb agreement, because from Pankaj B, what's wrong with B? Pankaj, what is required with B? Riya is saying judgment. Saurav is saying on. Where do we need to put on? Where do we need to put on, Saurav? Shubham is saying B. What's wrong with B? Come on, quick. People's judgment on. No. You're not saying Saksham. The meaning of peoples is of different nation. I repeat, Saksham to you. The meaning of peoples is the people of different nation. Ram, good. Got your answer. Got your answer. You're 99% correct. You are 99% correct. But yeah, going to follow what Riya has written. In banking examinations, I think you all must be here for banking because that's the official channel of Unacademy. I repeat, sometimes they ask errors about words. Sometimes they ask errors about grammar, about context. But yes, sometimes you have some sort of spell check as well, which is not written out there. The spelling of trustworthiness is not correct. It must be trustworthiness. It must be. Now look at the answer, what I've written out here. The spelling of trustworthiness is not Y. It is worthiness. WORTHINESS. And that is used, that is asked in examinations. You have to follow this. I repeat, sometimes you have error detection in terms of grammar, context, vocabulary, as well as spellings there. You have to follow exactly, Priyanka, now. Trustworthiness, exactly. Spell error, okay. We have to follow the same. I repeat, you have to consider in your mind that it may be a wrong word written out here, and it may be something that we need to change in terms of grammar, vocabulary, or spell check coming after that. Okay, so go ahead. We have lack of time, but yeah, I'll be having some great Anurag, I didn't get this. Okay, it must be THI from your side. Must be a spelling mistake from your side. Okay, now this one. Yep. The spelling of judgment is wrong. I will check that. If it is wrong, I will check that. Might be from my side. Where's that? I think it should not be incorrect, but if it is, I'll check that. It's back. Great, great. Chakradhar, impressive answers from your side. Impressive answers from your side. Chakradhar, great, 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 great. Now what about D? What is the precise term that we are going to change? What is the precise term that we are going to change? Belly. You are not able to understand Banker's World. I request you to watch some basic courses first because it's an advanced version. Honestly, dear, I'm extremely sorry for that. I'm having some good examples here, not those easy ones, not those formula based ones. So I request you to follow me exactly. Front 2 is possible, but no. Banker's World, whoever you are, no, not be front of. No. Shubham, it is not okay, dear. But Ram is here giving precise answers every time. Exactly. We are not supposed to turn its front on someone. We are supposed to turn our back on someone. Now turn your back on because you have to neglect someone. Okay, listen to me, everyone. When you turn your front to someone, when you turn your front on someone, you're going to pay attention to him. When your front is there, you're going to pay attention to him or her. But when you turn your back on, in that formulation, you are going to neglect what's going on out there. I repeat, when you turn a front on, you are going to say that you are understanding what he or she is saying. But when you turn back, that means you are neglecting the person or the scenario coming out there. It's okay, Pankaj. It's wrong to use 2 times ing. What is wrong? I think you are saying good beginning. Beginning is a noun here. The object of this good, of this adjective. By is a preposition. And after prepositions, we usually follow ing. Shubham, is that okay to you? In D, making up. And what's marking down the GDP for the January-March quarter? Priyanka, not getting your point. Exactly, Chirag. Turn your back on. You're not going to pay attention to whoever is saying ignore. To ignore them. Exactly. Priyanka, quickly. What is that? Amina? No, we are not going to in front of. We are not going to say in front of. To turn back, you can say back on someone is to ignore someone, is not to pay attention to someone, not to pay attention to what someone is saying. Okay, now go ahead quickly. I have lack of time. It's already been 40 minutes. A couple of more statements from your side. We are going to finish it. Weather scientists say the initial phase of the monsoon was marred by adverse climatic conditions. Exactly, Chirag. Dubious means doubtful. Dubious means doubtful. Weather scientists say quickly. Now that's why, Saksham, listen to me, dear. When you have some dubious statistics, someone is going to put words to you. He is going to ask you questions. And if you're going in front, you have to answer those questions. And what are you doing? You're turning your back. That's why they are saying that dubious statistics, I'm not going to answer them. I'm going to ignore them. Saksham, is that okay to you? Ram, great answers from your side. You are impressive, dear, in today's class. Climatic spelling is not wrong, Divya. This word is correct, but it means something different. It means related to climax. It means related to climax. I repeat, climax, the ending of a movie or something. When you say climactic, it is related to climax, and we are not going to go relate to climax here. We are talking about weather here, so it must be climatic conditions. You all are correct, but the reason is climatic conditions in place of climactic conditions. But that is not wrong. I repeat, that is not wrong. Nayam is correct. Now, scientist is a plural version. Last sentence from my side. Time is up. Last sentence from my side. As the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, points out, drawing over large amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is essential if we are to stand any chance of preventing more than 1.5 C or even 2 C of global heating. Last sentence from my side. Shubham is saying no error. There might be some error, brother. There might be some error. Yep. What about the next? Ram. What about says? Where? In this statement? As the international points out, drawing over large amount of carbon dioxide is essential if we are to stand any chance of. Where's says here? Where is says here? Saksham, not getting your point, dear. Amount hona chahiye. Where? Large amounts of. It's okay. It's okay. Arjun, it's okay to say that. Drawing over. What's wrong with that, Saksham? To draw out. It's good to say. Chakradhar and Ram, I have a couple of people who are answering precisely and quickly and perfectly there. I repeat, to draw over something. Now what I'm doing, I'm drawing something over. The meaning of draw over is to cover something. The meaning of draw over, I think it must be comfortable. If I'm drawing over something, I'm going to cover it up. Just like drawing with sketch pens. If I'm drawing something over, it means to cover something up, fill something up. But we are not going to fill oxygen. We are not going to give you oxygen. We are going to get oxygen. So draw out, you can say draw out, you can say draw back, you can say draw out, all these terms. To take oxygen back. We are not going to give oxygen out there in the environment. Preventing from, where's that? Come on, from is going to be object. Ram, prevent from is going to take an object. I repeat, if you are putting preventing from, you have to draw out for a long time. It's okay to take something back. Ram, to you, my dear, if you're saying prevent from, you have to put an object after that. And there is no object after that. There is no object coming after that. At last, I would love to say it was a great interaction from all of you. It's been 42 minutes. Would love to see you in the next class whenever I come here at Unacademy. I request all of you, I think it must be comfortable to you. Your doubts are welcome. You can put me messages there. Just do follow me at Unacademy. This is Kapil Dev Sharma. Warm welcome from my side at Unacademy. And anyone willing to take the subscription of Unacademy is supposed to use my promo code, that is kapilsir, and he or she will be getting a flat discount of 10%. Till then, I would love to see you in the very next session. It's okay, Ram. It's okay. And thanks to everyone who were present out here. Thank you, everyone. I repeat, this is Kapil Dev Sharma. Welcome everyone present out here for your valuable time. I thought I taught you something for last half an hour or say 40 minutes. Would love to see you once again. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Goodbye. Anyone willing to join can use my code, that is kapilsir, to get a flat discount of 10% from the side of Unacademy. Thanks a lot. See you there very soon. And yeah, do follow me at Unacademy. You will be having some courses that are beneficial for you. I have a lot of courses out there that are definitely beneficial for all of you. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Be happy and keep smiling. Good night. Good night. Good night to all of you. Good night to all of you.